like I'm singing one.
Hello, hello.
Can I talk?
As long as you're not interrupting, you can talk.
But I'm gonna talk as loud as I can and whenever I want.
Oh, well, that might interrupt the video.
Oh.
Can you pour some glue into this bowl?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a cloud, coldy, rainy kind of sort of day. So we are going to start doing
Mommy, could you get lid off?
the craft. This lid stays on, it just opens a little bit, so you can turn it like this. And squish the glue out.
Okay.
And we're gonna add a little bit of water to the glue.
I'm still putting glue in.
I know, that's okay. Our craft. You are going to want paper cut into strips.
You know what?
It's pretty thick, huh? That's a good job for you. I don't know how much we're gonna need. I cut a lot of it. Whoops. Roll my sleeves up. This might get messy. You are going to want a piece of foil to lay things down on, all right? Because you want to protect whatever surface you're working on. And because this has glue, you want to be able to peel our papyrus off of the surface when we're done. So foil. You're gonna take your strips, a little bit of glue that you've seen little pouring into here, and some water, and you're gonna mix it together.
I'm all done.
All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna do it this way. We're using clear glue because that's what I happen to have in my house.
Mommy, here's one.
Any kind of glue will work for this.
Can I try it?
You can help mix it.
I want to use
You want to try doing it that way?
Yeah.
All right,
But how do I do it?
just like that.
Oh.
See? Boop. Thank you.
Can we keep going?
Nope, that's enough. I don't have a good ratio to tell you. You just want it to get it gluey, but not complete glue. So we're gonna mix it in there. If you want to use an old popsicle stick to mix it with, you can do that too. Okay. And once it's glued, you're gonna take your strips and you're gonna put them in. And you're gonna get them nice and gluey. It makes a great mess, but because it's in an old bowl, it's kind of contained. The reason we are doing this, I might actually need more glue in there. It's kind of more water than it is glue. But we'll see.
Can you pause the graph?
No, I'm not gonna pause it right now, sweetheart. Take your strips, and this is kind of like, whoops, weaving. One strip is going, can you see that? I'll move the camera down a little bit maybe. I don't know if that'll work.
Mommy.
Whoops, we'll move the table this way. Ha, that'll work. Now you can see what we're doing. All right, so you lay one strip sideways, then you lay the other strip up and down.
It's like a T.
It is, or an L.
And it's a T.
And while you're doing that, you gently go like that to get the extra glue water off of the papyrus, or off of your paper. In Egypt, they were some of the first ones that used a paper out of fiber of sorts. Yes, you are. Kind of choking me too. And so you just take turns layering them down. Of course, they wouldn't use paper to make paper. They would use some of the reeds, the plants that grew by the Nile River. And they would mix them up in a similar fashion like this and pound them so they were really thin. And then, whoops, layer them, weave them together to make their paper. You kind of want to make sure it's flat and get all the bubbles out of it. Because before that, people would use stone and clay or they would use, leather. And since we're visiting Egypt this week, papyrus was a good thing to do. As a bonus craft, so you kind of get the idea here for the papyrus. It will eventually start making, I don't know if this will work because it's not dry yet. Yeah, once it's dry, you'll have a new sheet of paper. Egypt is also famous for one other thing. Well, lots of things, actually. They are famous for their pyramids. And inside the pyramids, those were tombs, fancy graveyards for the kings. There would usually be a mummified body. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a mummy cat statue. See what I just did there? While I was talking, without even explaining it to you, I took some of the last bits of toilet paper off of this toilet paper roll. And I pushed down the top of it a little bit. And then I pushed it down on the other side. And that made the kind of pointy cat ears, okay? But this one's cleaner, so I'm gonna use this one. With your mummy wrap, you're going to go ahead and wrap these all around your toilet paper tube or paper towel tube or craft tube. You can actually buy those now instead of saving old ones. All right, just a moment, kiddo.
Okay.
So go through and mummify your little cat statue, or you can make it an owl statue. They have a very similar silhouette on top of their heads.
Yep.
And when it dries, you can decorate it.
HQ.
Yeah, kind of. With some hieroglyphics.
That's kind of like HQ and PJ Masks.
There you go. All right. There are your two crafts this week that we will be making if you missed Sunday school. Papyrus and statue. This kid's excited. I'm gonna go. Love you bunches. Take care and have a great week.